welcome back to the Pondley Hockey postgame show. I'm Devin Caney. It is time for our Jeff D'Ambrosio Drive of the Game. Go JeffAuto.com. Guys, once again, several drives throughout this game to choose from in terms of biggest difference maker, your favorite, the cleanest, whatever parameters you want to use. And I usually like to pick on someone and call at random. So Mike Missinelli, I'm going to go to you first on this.
Okay, I'm glad you did, because I'm going to...
I know, I feel like you've been getting the short end of the stick lately.
I have been getting the short end of the stick. So, and I'm going to sop up the best drive of the game before these guys get to it. but for me, it was the drive right before halftime, where they scored with 51 seconds left to make it 21-10. And it had answered Titans' score. They had stopped them from scoring a touchdown. The Titans got 3 out of it, and they came right down the field with minimal time on the clock. And 7 plays, 75 yards, 24-yard pass interference penalty in that drive. Trey Avery trying to check A.J. Brown, which he didn't do well all game. But to me, that was a major drive going into halftime, up 21-10.
I like that choice. And again, I really like that the Eagles are scoring now going into the half, where earlier in the season in a few games, there were a few frustrating moments where, half would be winding down, Eagles would get the ball and didn't really do anything with it. So they also scored in every single quarter today, where, if you remember back to early season especially, it was very much a first half heavy scoring for the Eagles offense. Derek Gunn, what is your drive of the game?
I'm going to shock you all with my drive of the game.
Boy.
A lot of times, the initial drive of a game can be a tone setter for the game. This team comes out of the gate, first play of the game, false start. Then they have to waste a timeout because they don't have the right personnel in. They coming out of the timeout, they have another false start. Now, that could have given Tennessee momentum right off the bat, but oh no. They corrected their deficiencies, went right down the field, and put together a 75-yard play scoring drive that took less than 3 minutes off the clock. What really stands out about that drive is, because of the way they ran the ball against Green Bay, is they only ran the ball one time. They came out throwing the football, and that was the tone setter for me. Overcoming the penalties, throwing the ball way more than they ran the football in that opening drive. To me, that was the drive of the game.
We should have known with that opening false start that was going to also be a trend this game. And it didn't end up hurting the Eagles really at all. But should have known that was going to happen. Seth, your drive of the game.
I like the third drive of the game. 7 plays for 85 yards, a 40-yard touchdown to A.J. Brown. They had a couple of penalties in that drive. They have the catch by A.J. Brown that looks like it's a touchdown, just then reversed. They come back 2 plays later and hit him again with another bomb on the other side where they drop coverage, and A.J. Brown just kind of waltzes into the end zone. And that one was big for me because, by that time, Tennessee had tied up the game. We messed around and let them complete, or convert a 4th and 7. That leads to a 7-7 tie. But that game, that turnaround right there, when they go back up 14-0, the Eagles were never in danger from that point on. They got close, at 10-14, but never any closer than that.
And you know what I loved? He had that 41-yard catch. It was incomplete. And then another 41-yard catch. We know that Nick Sirianni likes to be cute sometimes too cute, but I appreciate that he just gave it right back to A.J. Brown. He was wide open the second time. All right, any other runner-ups, any honorary drives that we need to discuss? Did anyone say the 10-minute drive that I think was in, the third quarter? I think it ended in the Miles Sanders touchdown.
Yeah,
nobody said that.
Yeah.
We said that?
No,
yeah?
nobody
said that one.
Nobody said it. I think all 3 of our drives were actually drives of the game.
I
think they were seriously.
Well, usually you guys are fighting over the drives.
We are.
I don't know how to handle this right now.
All different and all important.
See, Mike thought he had us. Mike thought he was going to have the definitive drive of the game.
He was
he
so
had no
excited
idea.
to go first, yeah.
When you ask about a runner-up drive, I'm going to go with the drive where we thought A.J. Brown had the touchdown.
Yeah.
He stepped out of bounds, come back the next play, hit him on the other side of the field for a touchdown.
Yeah.
I think that was a definitive drive of the game as well, so I'm going to use that as my runner-up drive of the game.
Look at you guys all
I'm
agreeing and supporting each other.
These guys are smarter than I think. I'm honest to God, they had some great drives. Look, Devin, the reason why I picked, one of the reasons I picked that, because two underappreciated guys were involved in my drive. And one is my favorite guy. You know who that is? Jack Stahl made a snare in that drive. Yeah. And Kenneth Gainwell made a couple of big plays in that drive.
Is Jack Stahl going to get your game ball again?
No, he's not getting my game ball, but he showed up today, made a couple plays.
Yeah, he did.
But he makes his first catch down the seam. Next play, he comes back as a penalty on him. He was so excited. Yeah. He got a penalty on him, so it negates it. Yes, exactly.
I think Jack was the primary on that next play. He got a little overzealous.
Yeah.
You know, my runner-up goes to the Eagles' defense's drive of the game. Do you realize Tennessee, first series of the game, they went 3 and out. Then it went 10 plays, 71 yards. They get the touchdown to Burks. He's out. They go 3 and out, 6 plays, field goal. 3 and out punt, 3 and out punt. Kobe returns that one for 28 yards. Then you got 4 plays for 9 yards, another punt. 4 plays, 7 yards, another punt. 4 plays for 0 yards, another punt. Then they turn it over on downs. Then I stopped tracking it.
That was the perfect end to that analysis session.
This is what the Eagles do, though, Devin. They go, okay, we're better than this team. These guys don't have to be interested anymore. You know, like we're watching. All right, this game is a fait accompli. You know, nothing's ever going to happen to make Tennessee come back. So we're just waiting for the post game at that point.
But you know what? I'm glad that the Eagles have gotten back to the point where, you know, we're getting a little bored almost. I don't want to jinx it. And by the end of the game, you know how you kind of felt watching the Steelers game. I felt was the last very dominant win. So I'm glad that the Eagles are fun to watch again. And we even got some Minshew media by the end of the game. So that was exciting. Okay, so I mentioned game balls, Mike, and we do have those coming up on the other side of this message from our Pond Hockey post-game show partners.
It's a fall car fest, and Jeff D'Ambrosio, Destination Downingtown, says, yes, you can. Jeff says, yes, you can choose from over 1,000 vehicles in stock with no wait. Yes, you can still get low prices, leases, and big discounts. Yes, you can still get low-interest financing. And Jeff always says, yes, you can have a real deal buying experience without the hassle. When the other dealers say, no, you can't, Jeff says, yes, you can. Jeff D'Ambrosio, Destination Downingtown. Nobody treats you better. Jeep Adventure Days.